Hello, Internet. Here we are for another vintage cube draft. And I think I'm just going to pick the Oko here. Oko is Broko. Oko is one of the strongest cards in the cube. Um, like, I would say about on par with, like, Jace the Mind Sculptor. I think most, like, casting, like, if you are the color, like if you have the color requirements met, I would rather have Oko than Jace. Um, I think Oko is better in a blue green deck than Jace is in an average blue deck, I would say. Just does so much. Like, there are so many good creatures in Cube that you can just shut down by elking them. You can, like, take them up and then steal a Signet or something. Okay. Looking at this pack, I see two options, really. There's an Underground Sea. Really good, just blue-black fixing. Not necessarily committed to blue-green. I could splash half of that Oko. There's also an Izzet Signet. Signets are nice. I think this early, though, I want to take the fetchable dual land. If this was like a 4-mana Planeswalker, I would consider the Signet because the Signet would help me ramp towards it. But because it's a 3-mana one, the Signet doesn't really synergize with them, so I'm just going to take the Underground Sea. Okay. Overgrown Tomb? Gaia's Cradle? Elvish Mystic? Some options here. So, Mystic helps ramp out Oko. Gaia's Cradle is probably like the highest upside card in the pack, just like the strongest card overall, I would say. Overgrown Tomb, good if we ended up playing some kind of like 3-color deck. Think I'm gonna take the Gaia's Cradle. Maybe it's just Elvish Mystic. Mystic ramping out Oko is really good. You know, I'm gonna take the Cradle. It's early enough that I'm not necessarily committed to a particular direction. Okay, here I'll grab the Fintorn Elves. Feels like green is pretty open. A lot of strong cards here. They don't really go with what we've got, though. Like, Sun Titan's a good finisher. Ashen Rider's a good reanimation target. Day of Judgment is fine, but not in this deck. Dig Through Time is okay. Although the green decks tend to not end up filling up the graveyard very easily. Might just take the Smuggler's Copter. Copter is really good. It could end up being... like, if I'm playing, like, a lot of cheap creatures, Copter's really nice. I could end up being like a Sultai creature-y deck of some sort. Think here I'm just gonna grab the Nissa. Yeah. Like, even in Sultai, Nighthawk Scavenger is a little awkward just because the double black is pretty rough on our casting costs. So even though I have the Underground Sea, that's not really where I want to be. This is just a solid, like, 2-for-1. Probably Deranged Hermit here. Works well with Gaia's Cradle. Yeah, none of these cards are great for us. I think I'll just take the Hermit. Ooh, okay. Do really like Elder Gargaroth. Casualties of War is very strong. There's also just a Signet. What do I want here? I'm getting little, like... Like, it's really easy to get choked on 5-drops. I do really, really like Elder Gargroth, though. Signet is half on color. You know, I'm just going to take the Gargroth. I'll take the Gargroth there. Here I think I'll take Nature's Claim. Some consideration to regrowth, because it can, like, buy back Oko or commit to memory. That's just, like, an interactive spell. But Nature's Claim is pretty good. Destroying an artifact or enchantment for 1 mana is really efficient. Don't really love any of these. I guess I'll take Winter Orb. In case I find Urza, I might play that combo. So far, our deck's a little bit awkward. Like, we don't really have a super cohesive game plan. We're playing kind of like a clunky mid-range strategy. I mean, I could be like setting up for like a birthing pod. This could end up being a pod deck if I find one. I've got a couple of good 5s, good 3-drop to pod into, 1-drop. Copter tends to be good in those decks. Guess if we find like Mindslaver exactly, we might want Academy Ruins. Probably not playing Port. Yeah, I'll take the Academy Ruins. Sun Titan, I guess. If I end up playing, like, if I end up pivoting into like some kind of birthing pod deck, I could want Sun Titan. That could be a way to kind of salvage this draft. Find a birthing pod. Devoted Druid? It's probably what I'm going to pick here. There's Fallen Shinobi, which is nice with when you're playing a lot of creatures. But we don't have that many cheap creatures. Like, I guess Oko kind of counts because you can, like, make a food, elk the food, and then return the thing with Fallen Shinobi. I don't think this is quite a Fallen Shinobi deck. I might play it, but I don't think I'm going to first pick it. I'm just going to take the Devoted Druid. It's also possible we could just be, like, a green ramp deck. So there's a Craterhoof and a Jiraga Tree Speaker that I'm looking at here. With Gaia's Cradle, casting a Craterhoof is not impossible. You know, I'm going to take the Craterhoof. We're going to try to lean a little bit more into the ramp side of things. Okay, I think I'll just grab the Thran Dynamo here, since I have some really big stuff now. Okay, so it's looking like we're going to end up being like a big mana ramp deck, I think. Suppose I could also take like a Cloud Skate to try the more mid-rangey disruptive thing, but I'm just going to take the Dynamo. Try to commit to a game plan here. Ugin? I think I like Ugin more than like Woodfall Primus. Ugin's a little awkward because he does exile a bunch of my own stuff, but Ugin's just such a good card. Ooh, Leovold's strong, but our mana can't really support him. Let's get this Sun Titan out of here. We're not playing that. I think we're gonna, like, we're not really looking to be all, like, Sultai colors in this version of the deck. I think I might just grab Harmonize and just try to lean a little bit more into the blue-green ramp. Here, I'll grab a Wall of Blossoms. Adds a creature for Gaia's Cradle and Craterhoof. Defends our Oko. Okay, Arbor Elf is good. There are some versions of Green Ramp where I would consider taking Nykthos over Arbor Elf, but I don't have nearly enough elves yet that I'd be considering that. I also don't have any of the things that untap. Like I don't have like Garruk is the big combo with Nykthos. Krasis is good. Take a Krasis. Okay, so I mean we got some really big stuff. I'm probably not going to play this Kozilek. That's more of like specifically if I find channel, I'd want that. This is a little awkward. I have 2 0-powered creatures along with this Smuggler's Copter. It's possible the Smuggler's Copter might not make it into the final build. How much do I want Carnage Tyrant versus Fallen Shinobi? I think with the version of the deck I'm building now, I'm probably not going to play the Fallen Shinobi, but Carnage Tyrant's just not... Carnage Tyrant's not great, and it's possible I could pivot back to more Sultai, like if I wield a Leovold and find some really good mana. I guess I'll take the Shinobi over Carnage Tyrant. I don't know how I feel about that pick. Yee, this pack's bad for us. I guess I take the Elder. I don't really want to play a double blue spell. I'm not a huge fan of Elder. He's just so slow. Yeah. Vraska. There's like a chance I splash Vraska. I have been really impressed with Vraska. Like, she ticks down to, like, destroy any non-land permanent CMC 3 or less, which hits quite a bit of stuff, actually. Hits signets, equipment, like, creatures. And the +2, the fact that she can just, like, come down and +2 and start drawing you cards is really nice. Oof. Jace the Mind Sculptor is good, but I don't know if my mana can support him right now, honestly. I don't have any fixing, really. Like, Yavimaya Elder is not really fixing. Might just have to take this Tropical Island to help me splash Oko. Yeah. I think I have to. Sorry, Jace. Mana Drain? I don't think I can play Mana Drain. The thing about Mana Drain is that if you're not playing it early on, it's kind of just like Counterspell. Like if I'm not playing, like if I can't play this until turn 5, then it's just Counterspell. And the Counterspell is not that good in this deck because I am so heavy green and just like lightly touching blue. You could take Lotus Cobra or Prismatic Vista. Might just take the Vista. Yeah, I'll just take the Vista. Super awkward. Super awkward. There's an Urza to go with the Winter Orb I have, but again, it's double blue, which is just really hard for my deck. I mean, now that I picked up a little more fixing, it's not as bad. But it's still pretty rough. Might just take the Garruk. I think I will. Ooh, Wild Speaker? There's also a Green Sun Zenith. Zenith gets me an Elf. Wallow Blossoms or Devoted Druid, Nissa, Gargaroth, Craterhoof. Having a second copy of Craterhoof feels pretty important. Especially one that doubles as a mana dork here. Polluted Delta, I think. Skydiver's interesting. Considering it. Can steal an artifact is nice. Delta finds me Underground Sea or Tropical Island, though. Which, if I take the Polluted Delta, I can actually maybe play this Fallen Shinobi. Maybe I just take Thieving Skydiver. 24. Yeah, I'm like a little bit light on playables. I'm going to take the Skydiver. panicked. I took the Skydiver because I'm kind of light on playables. And Skydiver is like a really good card. Prime Speaker. Does Prime Speaker do anything? There's also a Mindslaver to go with the Academy Ruins that I have. Worth considering. It would mean playing a colorless land in this deck, which I don't really love. Eef. Prime Speaker. I guess I take the Prime Speaker and hope I find another 4. Prime Speaker's not even that good in this deck. Yeah, I'll take it. I don't think I want any of these cards. Opposition Agent? I don't know. Doesn't seem great as a splash. Like, I don't think it's strong enough that I really want to splash it. Could just take, like, a Tarka. I can find it with Green Sun Zenith. Do I have any green-red? I have a Copperline Gorge. I'll take the Atarka. I'll figure out a way of getting that in play. Natural Order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cheap creatures that I can natural order away. 8 if you count Oko. Yeah, I guess I'll take natural order. I think I have to take the Fauna Shaman here. Just to give me another green creature for the natural order. Okay. Raging Ravine's not the worst, because that way I can actually play this Dragonlord Atarka. Fumarole? I mean, I'm not playing any of these other cards. I don't know if I'm playing a Fumarole or not, though. That Fumarole feels pretty bad. Well, I'll take it and think about it. Basalt Monolith ramps me to Ugin. Can help me cast a big Krasis. There's also Gilded Lotus that's good with those stuff. Is this just a Gilded Lotus deck? Yeah, I'm just going to take Gilded Lotus. So this deck is a mess. Really just did not come together the way I wanted it to. I was getting vibes that Green Ramp was open, but then someone else is drafting a Green Ramp deck because we did not see nearly as many elves as I wanted. Yeah, this deck's a mess. I mean, I've got some powerful cards. I just don't have the accelerants to help support me in casting them. So 6 lands. I'm just going to hit add basics, say okay, and see what it does. All right. So that's at 14 currently. One, two. I'm trying to figure out how good Smuggler's Copter even is in this deck. I've only got 4, 5, 6. I have 7 things with mana cost 3 or less. So 7 things that could allow me to attack on turn 3 with it. Let's take out this Vannifar. Vannifar looks really, really bad here. So 8 if you count the Green Sun Zenith on that. Technically 9 if you want to count Hydroid Krasis as a 3-drop. I probably take out the Fallen Shinobi, right? I just don't have enough like, it's double off color, which is rough, and I don't have enough evasive threats that I'm going to be attacking with it very often. Yeah. Alright. What does this do? Okay, so this is with 3 blue cards, 1 red card, and a black card. So let's do a sources count. Green, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not going to count Gaia's Cradle. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, that's probably more than I need. I could probably go down to like 11 or something. Blue, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's a little light. I mean, I guess I also have the Elder and the Gilded Lotus. Think I'd like another blue source. Red, we have 1, 2, 3 if you count the Gilded Lotus, which I actually think is okay, because all we have that's red is the Dragonlord Atarka, and we kind of can count Yavimaya. Well, actually, we can't count Yavimaya Elder because that finds basic lands, but we can kind of count Gilded Lotus because it's a 7-drop we're trying to cast, and then we have Natural Order and Green Sun Zenith that can also find me a Atarka. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I could also consider playing like a Wandering Fumarole to give me another blue and red source. And black sources is for the Vraska Splash. We have 1. So yikes. I could go island out for a Wandering Fumarole. And maybe I just cut Vraska. Playing 4 colors feels a little too ambitious there. I could even consider now. I might just go up to 17 lands. Just play like Fumarole and 1 mountain maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now the Atarka Splash looks good. And blue, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus Elder and Lotus. It's still a little light. What if I just cut the mountain and put in another island instead? Yeah, I would still have 3 lands that give me a Atarka mana. Yeah. I'll cut the mountain for an island. Okay. Deck's a mess. Let's run it. See you in round 1. Okay, here we are for round 1. And, yeah, that's about the kind of hand I can expect from this deck. I gotta mulligan that one. I guess I keep this hand. Probably putting Wall of Blossoms to the bottom. Could also consider bottoming Devoted Druid, because the Wall of Blossoms helps protect the Garruk. Yeah, let's actually do that. Like, Wall of Blossoms helps draw me into more action, and it can protect this Garruk. Which this hand's game plan is basically to play a Garruk and protect him, so... Ooh, Natural Order. Well, that's a good draw. This turn I'm just going to play a Wall of Blossoms and a Wandering Fumarole. Okay. So I could consider natural ordering. I don't even know what I'd get, though. Like, Craterhoof isn't great at the moment. Atarka is just an 8/8 flying trample. I could get a Elder Gargaroth, but that's not the highest impact. I might just play Garruk and save the natural order for, like, if I Garruk, make a beast, and then, or a wolf, and then next turn, Garruk, make a wolf, sack a thing to natural order. That's pretty strong, I think. So I'll hang on to the natural order because Garruk gets more value the longer he's in play, and when I get a Craterhoof, I'd really like to have some more creatures in play here. Because if we Craterhoof next turn, that might be lethal, right? Like, we're going to have... I put another wolf in... and sack, I don't know, Wall of Blossoms. All of my creatures get plus 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 4. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8... 8 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 20. Yep. So, my opponent, like, taps out for a Signet or something. I'll probably just go for the win here. Okay, Thief of Sanity. Yep. Thief is fine. Ooh, Oko. So, I can't quite kill them this turn with the natural order play. That said, it can get pretty darn close, and they're forced to chump. That's probably what I want to do. Yeah, let's... I guess this is not great against Force of Will or Force of Negation. I could just fight the Thief with the Garruk, play Oko, and Fauna Shaman. That's pretty good. If I do that, then I am getting in for 5 damage with the wall, like by elking the Wall of Blossoms. Yeah, I think this is the safer line. And I'm still in pretty good shape, even if they have, like, a Wrath, because I still would have 2 Planeswalkers on board. So I could, like, uptick Garruk. And then, I guess I could, like, Elk a thing to natural order. by making it green. I'm imagining our opponent is probably just going to scoop to our natural order, though, here. Okay. So let's go forest. And I will... make a 1/1. And bop, bop, bop. Natural order, sacking the Arbor Elf. Gonna go get our Craterhoof. Houmph. Get in for a lot. Yeah. Okay. So, we saw Chartacourse, library, yeah, I think we probably just run it back how we have it. Yeah, I think that's good. Hit submit. Could also consider Kozilek. Well, I think I got enough high-end stuff. I don't think I need a Kozilek. Kozilek's nice against blue because... whoa. Because the cast trigger works even if it gets countered. Vintorn Elves. So would love for my opponent to play an artifact here that I could steal. That would be ideal. Putrid Imp. Okay, so they're playing Reanimator. Yep. I'm gonna play Tropical Island. I'm not too worried about my opponent having like Wasteland or whatever. I'm more worried about them having discard. And getting Wastelanded here isn't even that bad. Well, my opponent's getting to look at a lot of cards with the Putrid Imp in play, so they might be able to just bin some big creature and bring it back this turn. The Chartacourse library now, it all kind of clicks now that they're playing Reanimator. It's like, oh yeah, discarding cards is good. Not that Chartacourse is bad. You play it in basically every deck, but it's especially good in Reanimator. Same deal with library. Library is a really nice discard outlet because you can like play a land, like play library, use it to go up to 8, and then discard to hand size. Okay, they found a mountain. So they might have something like Kolaghan's Command or Fire Ice. Discards a Woodfall Primus. Okay. Well, they haven't reanimated it yet. It's a little scary. They discarded the Primus. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Necromancy. Deluge X2. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's good, but it's not the worst that could have happened. I think I'm just going to hang on to this Thieving Skydiver for now. It just doesn't have a ton of value as a 2/1 flyer. It's just so much better if I get to steal an artifact that I think I want to hold on to it. Okay. Go ahead and harmonize. Alright. Not bad draws. Next turn we can Nissa plus Smuggler's Copter. Give us a way to loot away some of these extra lands. Sneak attack. That's scary. Okay. Smuggler's Copter and Nissa. I guess we just say go. Please no Ashen Rider or Eldrazi. Uh-oh. Like a Gristlebrand. That would probably be the worst thing they could do. Iona. Well, that's actually not too bad. That just hits me for 7 and then goes to the graveyard. If they can bring it back, I'm screwed. But if they can't, I can beat that. Ooh. Well, even if they bring it back now, I think I might be okay. I guess I'll play a Krasis and then attack. So I probably want to play a Forest so that I can get a bigger Krasis, right? Krasis X4 here. Done. Okay. Ooh, those are good draws. Let's crew the Copter with the Krasis. So next turn we'll have 6 mana. I guess, or sorry, 7 mana. But we'll probably be playing a tapped land. We could also consider, it'll depend on what we draw, but it's possible we could play an untapped land looking for... Okay. Interesting that they let us get the attack trigger there. So this lets me loot. I'll pitch the Fumarole. And I guess we just say go. What do I discard here? Uh-oh. This is not good. I guess I just discard Wall of Blossoms? Maybe it's just Thieving Skydiver. Yeah, I'll pitch the Thieving Skydiver. I doubt my opponent's going to play an artifact that I care about stealing this late in the game. And if they did, I probably wouldn't be able to afford stealing it. Because it'd be like a Wormcoil Engine or something. Makeshift Mannequin. Okay. Well. Still not the worst, really. Like, I think we can still win. Opponent's at 13. And we get to... Ooh. Target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. Okay. So, the way Makeshift... Or, the way Woodfall Primus is templated, if the thing gets sacrificed, it'll come back with a counter on it. So, I want to be cognizant of that. I'll probably just play, like, Wall of Blossoms, Smuggler's Copter, Raging Ravine here. Attack with the Hydroid Krasis. Let's start with the Wall of Blossoms. Okay. Could also play Garruk and make a wolf. I think I'd rather get this into play, the Raging Ravine into play, so that I can Atarka next turn. Yeah, let's do that. Copter. And I'll just get in with the flyer here. Would love to draw a Nature's Claim. Nature's Claim would be nice, because then I could destroy this sneak attack. Uh-oh. Emrakul. Okay. They win. Alright. So opponent is doing sneak attack Emrakul stuff. Can we interact with that? Vraska does not interact with that. Fallen Shinobi's kind of hilarious against them because they just have a bunch of really good hits. They got like Woodfall Primus and Iona and stuff that I can snipe. I mean, that's kind of cool. Could consider that. It is pretty hard on my mana to bring it in. I could like take out the red splash, the Atarka splash, and put in Fallen Shinobi instead, maybe. And make my mana a little bit better. Let's do it. It seems like fun. Atarka just doesn't do a ton against them. So I'm taking out Copperline Gorge, Raging Ravine, Fumarole, putting in Underground Sea, Forest, Swamp. And I have 1, 2, 3 consistent black sources and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consistent blue sources. So Fallen Shinobi's a little sketchy. This is a little bit questionable. Oh, I have too many lands. All right, I'll cut a forest. Well, we have all our colors, but we don't have any accelerants. We're not really doing anything until turn 4. We're playing a Garruk. We can Nature's Claim a thing. Is an average 6 going to be better than this? Probably. I think I got a mulligan. When you're playing a ramp deck and you just don't have any ramp, it's pretty... Yeah, this hand's a little better, I guess. Bottom of forest. Play a tropical island. So turn 2 we can Devoted Druid. Thieving Skydiver. Oh yeah, that one doesn't do much against them. It's possible we wanted to board that out. I don't know. Okay. Given how few artifacts and or artifacts I've seen, I'll probably just run out the Skydiver next turn. Do I want a Green Sun Zenith for anything next turn? I don't think so. I mean, I guess I could go get like a... could get like a... Elder, Yavimaya Elder. I think I want to save the Green Sun Zenith to hit something big, though. So here I'm just going to Skydiver without kicker. And then I'll play an Arbor Elf. And we'll pass. So, next turn I'm probably going to Green Sun Zenith for an Elder Gargaroth. Okay, they got their Bazaar online. So they're going to be able to reanimate some stuff. They still don't have black mana showing, although with the Bazaar it's likely that they'll be able to find it if they don't have it. Ooh, a Tarka would be very good against our board. Hoping that they cannot cast or bring back that Atarka. Okay. Let's go ahead and for 5, I think could go 6 by untapping the Devoted Druid, but I don't think I have any good hits at 6. We'll go get our Elder Gargaroth. Okay. Hope they can't bring back this Atarka. If they can, we're in a bit of trouble. If they can bring it back with an enchantment, like with a Necromancy, that's okay, because we can Nature's Claim the enchantment to get rid of it. And even if they get rid of these stuff, as long as we have our Elder Gargaroth, we're alright. The problem is, if they have an 8/8 on the board, we can't attack with our Elder Gargaroth, and then we're in trouble. Ooh. Uh-oh. No. Shallow Grave? Okay. Well, we don't quite lose. Thankfully, we have a bunch of crummy things to sack, and we still get to attack with our Elder Gargaroth, so it's not quite over yet. No blocks. Alright. I think at this point, I just want to start making beasts and hope that I get there on that plan. I think it's better than trying to draw cards and rebuild. Like, I think my best route to victory here is using Gargaroth to make beasts that can kill my opponent. Because in order to cast any spells, I would have to draw, like, lands and the spells. Whereas this is just, like, if I were to draw a card and the card was a 0 mana 3/3, I would be very happy about that. So I would rather just get a 3/3. So they still have their Bazaar active. Okay. Animate Dead. Alright. Well, when Animate Dead enters the battlefield, I'm trying to figure out if I kill it in response to this ability, what happens. Enters the battlefield, it loses enchant creature card in a graveyard and gains enchant creature put onto the battlefield with Animate Dead. Return enchanted creature to the battlefield under your control and attach Animate Dead to it. So, I think... Gosh, the templating on Animate Dead is such a mess. I think if I kill this, it doesn't work? Yeah. Alright. We gonna win through an Emrakul here? We might. Might get there with our Elder Gargaroth. Ooh. Look at that. Can even cast that. Attack, attack. I will make a beast. They take 9. And now they can't even, like, deluge away our Gargaroth. I mean, I think we're in pretty good shape. There are still cards they could have, like Damnation would still get us. If they were able to put a Griselbrand into play, that could win. If they were able to reanimate a Anatarka, that could do it. So, still plays that could get us, but we're in a decent spot here. Uh-oh. The two of the cards I was talking about can get us. Oh gosh. Alright, don't draw a reanimation spell, please. No reanimation spell. Hey! We did it! Alright, winning through the Emrakul. Elder Gargaroth, our MVP there. On to round 2. Alright, here we are in round 2. With our kind of janky ramp deck. Yeah, this hand's real bad. Gotta ship this one for sure. Just does not do anything, really. Okay, hand's a little bit better. What do I get rid of? I could get rid of the Atarka. Could get rid of Gilded Lotus. If I get rid of Gilded Lotus, then I'm going to have a hard time casting Atarka. If I get rid of Atarka, then the Gilded Lotus isn't doing much. I could get rid of Deranged Hermit. I am on the draw against an unknown opponent, and I might want to be able to put a lot of blockers on the battlefield. That said, like turn 5 I can Gilded Lotus, and then turn 6 I can Dragon Lord Atarka. I think I'll bottom the Deranged Hermit here. Uh-oh. Opponent looks like they're off to a fast start here. Love to draw a Nature's Claim so I could blow up that Chrome Mox and get a nice little 2-for-1. Bitter Blossom. Ugh. Well, yeah, Nature's Claim or an Accelerant would be very good. Smuggler's Copter's not the worst, because that can block the fairies once we get our Nissa down. Okay, Smuggler's Copter. I mean, if I can get this Atarka down, it'll blow up all their fairies and we're in pretty good position. Yikes. Alright. That's bad. Yep. Ow. Zenith. Does Zenith do anything? Zenith could grab me a Devoted Druid, which gets me to Gilded Lotus next turn. So I think I'm going to do that. So if I'm not disrupted here, this is a very, very nice line because I get to... Next turn I get to play Gilded Lotus and then tap the Gilded Lotus to play a Nissa. So if they don't have anything, I'm in great shape here. And the following turn I might just be able to kill them with a Craterhoof. Okay. We don't even have to put a counter on the Devoted Druid to make it do the thing. Okay. I mean, think we win next turn. It'll depend what our opponent does, but if they're not able to disrupt us, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So we could just Craterhoof and kill them. Okay. Yep. Alright. Well, I'm going to go for it. Craterhoof. Attack. Not the biggest Craterhoof in the world, but should still get there if they don't have removal. Because it'll put them to 1, and then they'll die to their Bitter Blossom. All right. Yeah, we don't have a ton in the way of like sideboard options. I think I'm just gonna run it back. This is kind of bizarre how well this deck is performing. I don't think it's a very good deck. It feels like a bit of a mess, but so far we're doing well. I think we've just been kind of running hot. I think there are a lot of draws where we just don't get to do very much, and we haven't had, our opponents haven't had a ton of interaction is the other thing. Our deck is like pretty fragile to interaction because we don't have many pieces of acceleration. So if our opponent kills our accelerants, we're like kind of dead in the water. Or if they counter our, natural orders or whatever, we're in trouble. So, Copperline Gorge Fyndhorn Elves. So next turn I can Yavimaya Elder. Except I can't. Yep. There's that disruption I was talking about. Okay. I mean, having Thran Dynamo and Ugin in hand means that if our opponent isn't able to, like, either kill us very quickly or, like, disrupt us somehow between an artifact removal spell or, like, a Thoughtseize type thing, we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, that'll do it. Eee. Did not wheel into a very good hand here. Would love to draw, what, like a Nissa would be good. Really any way to use my mana next turn. Gaia's Cradle. Well, given that I found a Gaia's Cradle, I think I'm just supposed to run out this Thieving Skydiver without stealing anything, so that I can start, like, just to have another creature on the battlefield for the Cradle purposes. A little awkward if my opponent then plays an artifact, but I didn't really want to pass without spending... Oh, dang it. Maybe I could have waited one turn on the Skydiver just because they got a new 7 cards, so the odds that they have an artifact are, like, decently high. Yeah, bringing back an Inferno Titan. I mean, that's pretty good. Next turn we can't do anything, but the following turn we can Gargaroth. I mean, I'll probably, like, Krasis X2 or something next turn. Just to draw a card. Ooh, Oko? Oko's such a messed up Magic card. That was a really good draw. Yep. So, get to Oko. Go ahead and Elk your Titan. And say go. So next turn I can Gargaroth. Also, Krasis plus Oko is kind of a cute combo because I can Elk it, which turns it into a 3/3 instead of a 0/0. So I can make it even bigger if I want to. It does lose flying and trample at that point, but... Okay. And turn. Deranged Hermit's kind of interesting. Because I have a Gaia's Cradle. I could, like, Deranged Hermit and Elk the Hermit. I think I like that, and then next turn I'm, like, set up for, like, a big Crater Hoof. Let's do that. Hermit, and then... Oh, wait, is that... I'm gonna have to Google this real quick. Oko Echo MTG. Does Oko, or do you still have to pay Echo Oko? Must include Echo. I need a judge. Okay. I can't find the ruling. I guess I'll Elk the Hermit and find out. Yeah, that's decent anyway. Like, it's not terrible anyways. So it doesn't have Echo anymore. So I think this should work the way I want it to. Because Echo is not a... Echo's a triggered ability that triggers... on my next turn. Like, I think it's a triggered ability that checks on my next upkeep. I guess it checks at each upkeep. Yikes, Living Death. Okay. Well, it's not the worst, really. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can, like, play a big Hydroid Krasis next turn. Oh, right. They can Inferno Titan again. Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to just Oko the Inferno Titan again. Oh, no. They can kill the Inferno Titan this time. Okay. Now we're in trouble. That's bad. Well, I can Gaia's Cradle. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I like play Devoted Druid and then Elder Gargaroth. And we'll just pass. I might be able to kill them next turn. I guess it'll depend on how they allocate. Well, they'll kill 2 of our creatures regardless, right? With the Inferno Titan, it'll probably be like a Devoted Druid and Thieving Skydiver. Am I blocking it with the Elder Gargaroth? Probably. This is 8 mana for something. Uh-oh, is this a Griselbrand? Looks like maybe a Griselbrand. Tap the 8 mana and then or then they decided to pause and consider. Usually when you can cast something for 8 mana, you want to. I'm not quite sure what's going on over there. Really looks like they have a Griselbrand. Yeah, I'll probably just edit this bit out. Because my opponent is taking a while. And it's probably not fun to just sit and stare at an opponent for a long time, doing nothing. Okay, so my opponent went in the tank for a while, and then they ended up casting a Shatterskull Smashing X6, which is good. That was a good move. Dealt a lot of damage. And I think I'm probably gonna lose here. I think at this point we are in trouble. Forest Island, sure. We already used our Oko. Do we have any other outs to this Inferno Titan? Okay. Well, I guess we're not technically dead yet because we can play a big Krasis. So I have 6 mana, so I can survive for like one more turn here. The Krasis X4. Okay. So what if I don't block here? If I don't block, is there a chance that I could kill them on the crackback with this Crater Hoof? 5, 9, I think I'm just going to take the hit from the Inferno Titan because I definitely can't win if I don't have a Krasis on the battlefield. So we'll go to 2. So if they get to untap next turn, we're going to lose. So what could I draw? Natural Order could do it, because I could Natural Order away the Hydrate Krasis to get a Dragonlord Atarka and then also fight the Inferno Titan. Nature's Claim. I could Nature's Claim to make myself gain 4 after a Gilded Lotus. Yeah, I mean, it's probably that, right? So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gilded Lotus. Gilded Lotus, add green. Green. Garruk. Let's make a wolf. And I'm not gonna reveal my plan just yet. So I'm gonna attack with the Krasis because I think my opponent might I could hold back the Krasis to block the Inferno Titan. I think my opponent's going to send the damage at me, and then I can Nature's Claim my Gilded Lotus to stay alive. If they do that, are they dead if I attack the Krasis? So let's see, this is 4. So they would go to 16, and then next turn I would have 5, 9, and then I'd make a creature with the Garruk. I'd have to chump with this one, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ugh, they'd be at 1. Alright, so I gotta play for a longer game then. So I'm gonna plan on double blocking the Inferno Titan, I guess. So they're attacking me. And they are dealing damage to me. Alright, so I gotta blow up my Gilded Lotus to not die to the trigger. Okay. And now I can double block to get this thing off the board. Alright, they got it. So many Inferno Titans. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I think we just run it back. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can keep this. Pretty explosive hand. We got a lot of elves. Would love to find a like, what would be good? Like Elder Gargaroth or something. Next turn I can play Fyndhorn Elves and Fauna Shaman, which is nice. Let's play the Elves and the Fauna Shaman. Okay. So next turn, we're going to have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So we can't quite Fauna Shaman away this Elder for... Oh, well, we might not get to Fauna Shaman for anything. I actually don't hate them killing Fauna Shaman here. That's fine. Like, it's a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Because now we can just go, like, Yavimaya Elder crack it. Ooh. Never mind. We can play a Garruk. Which I think is what I will do. Go ahead and play this Vista and crack it. Guess I'll just get an island. I mean, we got a Planeswalker on the board, so feel pretty good about that. We've got a much more developed board than our opponent does. Of course, we know that they have Living Death, so having a developed board doesn't mean all that much. I want to try to get this Yavimaya Elder in play before they're able to Living Death so that I can sacrifice it so that it'll be in the graveyard and then come back when they Living Death. So, I mean, we've got some decent power on the board, and if I draw like a Gaia's Cradle, I would have like a bunch of mana. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Sphinx and Inferno Titan. Well, that's scary. That is scary. On the plus side, we drew a Natural Order, and we have not found our Craterhoof yet. So, I believe next turn, we... Uh-oh. Is there going to be a next turn? There might not be a next turn. They might just, like, animate dead this Inferno Titan and ruin our plans here. And it's looking like that's what's happening. Yep, animate dead on Inferno Titan. Dang. So close. Okay, well, we can... Ooh, they hit our Garruk. Okay. Well, I think we can force them to block. I haven't done the math, but I might be able to force them to block with getting a Craterhoof. Okay, so if I sack like an Arbor Elf, go get a Craterhoof, then I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 damage. So they would go to 2. Alternatively, could attack, see if they block, and then go get an Atarka. If they don't block, I guess I could just play like Smuggler's Copter plus Thieving Skydiver or something. Gosh, they just like wipe my board next turn's the thing. How close am I to being able to Ugin? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. But I'm about to lose 2 of that to this Inferno Titan. How good is putting them to 2? I mean, putting them to 2 is kind of a lot of pressure. Tricky, tricky, tricky. So I could get in for like 3 points of damage. suppose, have I played a land? I have. Okay. So I could Wall of Blossoms. And I would still have enough to Crater Hoof, but then I'd only be able to attack with 2 things. That's not great. If I Skydiver, I'm stealing a land, which is nice, and I'd probably take the Chrome Mox. So that'd be 3, 2, 3. So I could do that and, like, play a Smuggler's Copter or a Wall of Blossoms. It does let them kill 3 of my things next turn. Yeesh. If I Wall of Blossoms, I could draw an Oko. That would be pretty good. How good is putting them to 2? If I put them to 2, I've got some flyers that could finish it off. Taking out this Chrome Mox might be able to take them off of being able to Living Death, though. Alright, I think I'm just gonna... I'm gonna start with a Wall of Blossoms here. No, hold on. Actually, let's start with attacking. Because if they block, then I can natural order for the big thing. I'm blanking on his name. Atarka. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'll attack with both of those. So this is telegraphing a little bit what I have, because this block would be quite odd if I didn't have... Oh gosh. The thing is, if they block there, it's almost worse because that's kind of telling me that they have a Living Death. I'm going to start with the Wall of Blossoms because if I find Oko, that's quite good. Oh, well, that's a little awkward. All right. So let's Skydiver X1 and steal their Chrome Mox. They're going to get to kill a lot of our stuff next turn. My thought is if I'm able to get up to this Ugin, I'm in pretty good shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they'll probably kill my 3 creatures, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna let this one hit me. Just gonna take it. Okay. Ready. Yikes. So that can get back their Sphinx of the Steel Wind. Okay. Well, now we're in trouble. I don't think we really have a good answer to Sphinx of the Steel Wind. So I could just I could natural order for I could natural order for a what's its name? Deranged Hermit. Put a lot of creatures on the battlefield so that if I get to Crater Hoof, I can win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can play a decently big Krasis, but that doesn't do a ton. Getting a Devoted Druid out isn't that good for me. Think a Natural Order our Wall of Blossoms away. Think I want to grab Deranged Hermit here. Just because it gives me outs to having a bunch of creatures. Like, I think the way that I can win this game through the Sphinx of the Steel Wind, pretty much the only way that I can win this game through the Sphinx of the Steel Wind is by attacking with a massive, massive Crater Hoof. So I'm just going to grab the Deranged Hermit. And then I'll play a Devoted Druid. And hopefully I'll be able to find a Gaia's Cradle. You know, maybe I should have played Smuggler's Copter, actually, so that I could get another look for the Cradle. Yeah, I kind of like that, because they're going to kill this Druid anyways, probably. I mean, if they don't kill the Druid, I do have the win, so... I think. I haven't done the math. But I have a lot of squirrels. Do I have to block here? Ooh, okay. Alright. So, this is 11. They can go 12, 13. I think we just take it. We might not, I mean, Sphinx of the Steel Wind is another 6-power lifelinker, so they're effectively at 28 and blocking our biggest thing. So the Crater Hoof might not actually do it. Cute little combo with the Deranged Hermit. I can actually attack with the Deranged Hermit even if I use it to power out the Crater Hoof. Okay, so... 7... So I go land. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugin doesn't quite do it because the Sphinx of the Steel Wind has 8. So let's go ahead and Devoted Druid. And we'll see if this does it. Math is for blockers. Fatal Push. Okay. Well, this is probably not going to do it now. I don't know if it would have done it before, but pretty confident it's not going to do it anymore. I mean, I'm still going to attack because what else am I going to do, but... So this is... We're at 28. Oh, we did it! We got there! It was exactly enough! Oh my gosh! Whew! Whew! Crater Hoof coming in clutch. Alright. Let's see if we can go 3-0 with this disaster of a deck. Okay, here we are for round 3. Yeah, this hand's fine. It's not great, because we don't really have any accelerants. Green Sun Zenith can act as a 2-mana accelerant if I want. Not sure exactly how I'm going to play, how I'm going to sequence my first couple of turns here. Well, my first turn's pretty easy. Forest Pass. After that, it becomes less clear. I'll probably play Smuggler's Copter. But it depends on what my opponent does and what I draw. Hangerback Walker. Okay. Sure. Well, would love to... Like, Thieving Skydiver is very, very good against Hangerback Walker. Okay. Elder Gargaroth is interesting. So... if I Smuggler's Copter here... I think next turn I want to find a mana elf. It doesn't need to be a double elf. It can just be a single one. So if I Smuggler's Copter, I get to attack. Yeah, let's do this. This way I can get in a loot. Yeah, would love to draw... I mean, a blue land would just be absolutely fantastic, because they could steal their Hangerback Walker. It's a pretty high-value Thieving Skydiver target. Because it represents a much larger mana investment than I'm going to pay to steal it. Fumarole. Okay. Well, I think at this point I might just play a Fauna Shaman, because I think next turn I might just want to steal their Hangerback Walker anyways. I'm getting to the point where I might want to Green Suns for a finisher rather than getting this Gargaroth out a turn earlier anyways. So I think I'll just put out the Fauna Shaman and go ahead and crew the Copter. Because next turn I'm going to want to steal the Hangerback Walker probably. Yes, I would like to loot. Okay. Sure, I'll pitch a forest. So... ooh, Ancestral Recall's good. Next turn, probably gonna steal the Walker. Not sure exactly what else I'm doing. Okay. Attacking with the Walker means they're probably planning on spending their mana somehow. Stone Coil? Well, that's an even better one to steal. Okay. This is great. So, we can 3 mana Thieving Skydiver, Kicker 1. Let's steal this Stone Coil. I'm not going to activate the Fauna Shaman, so I'll go ahead and just play this Copperline Gorge, because I want to get that out of the way. Crew our Copter with the Skydiver. I guess I could have waited to see if I drew a Raging Ravine. I might have wanted to play that instead of the Gorge, but it doesn't make much of a difference. Ooh, Gilded Lotus. Well, Gilded Lotus might let me go really big with this Green Sun Zenith. That one opens the door to, like, Zenithing for our, like, Crater Hoof or something. Okay, Oblivion Stone's pretty good. So, Oblivion Stone makes me want to not commit more to the board. So, this next turn I'll probably just attack with a Fumarole. Ooh. So, let's do some math here. If I attack with the Fumarole, are they forced to block? So that would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, are they just dead? I think they need a... oh, no, but I'm counting the Smuggler's Copter twice here. Well, I don't really want to trade the Fumarole, so maybe I fire up the Fumarole and then use it to crew the Copter. Alternatively, I could just cast Harmonize. That might just be better. Yeah, I think I like that. Well, if I attack with the Fumarole... No, I don't want to attack with the Fumarole. If I crew the Copter with the Fumarole, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they are forced to block if they don't have a removal spell. At which point they're not getting the Thopters. And then I have a Fumarole against their empty board if they Oblivion Stone next turn. Yeah, I think I might actually go for that. That seems pretty good. This play does get disrupted by a removal spell. But feels like getting their life total really low when I have a creature land in play and a pretty beefed up board seems solid. Guess I'll just pitch the Harmonize here because I got just like a ton of gas. Yeah. Okay, so they went for the trade. Yep, so this will get them 3 Thopters. Oh, right, they don't actually... Oh, I forgot. That doesn't actually trade. Well, that's still fine, though, because they still are going to have to pop this Oblivion Stone. So they'll have 4 Thopters, but they're at 2. So they're going to need an answer to my Gilded Lotus, because otherwise I can just, like, cast an Ugin next turn. I could also just play an Elder Gargaroth. I think in these colors, my opponent is probably more likely to have... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to Gilded Lotus and then tap it to Green Sun Zenith for something small. And my thought process there is that I'll have Natural Order to go get a Crater Hoof to just kill them next turn with the small thing. So this is giving me kind of 2 routes to victory. So if they don't deal with this, then I can Ugin next turn. Green Sun X2, see what I find. Probably just like a Wall of Blossoms. I could also take Devoted Druid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll take the Wall of Blossoms and draw a card. Did I land? Alright. Okay, so they need to deal with our Gilded Lotus and have a way of interacting with our Natural Order play. Monastery Mentor. Okay. Probably not going to do it. Kaya. Okay. Kaya does kind of do it. Because Kaya gains them some life. I mean, it does it in the sense that they're not dead next turn. I can still Ugin and, like, they're in a really bad spot. Because I can Ugin -3. Ooh, except the Thopters. The Thopters are a bit of a problem. Because they're colorless, so Ugin -3 doesn't quite do the thing I want it to. Could just play Ugin, tick it up to destroy the Monastery Mentor. I could also just Natural Order for a Atarka. It can Karakas it, but I get to wipe the Thopters. Let's go for Ugin while they're tapped out. 8 mana. So, I think I'll just kill the Monastery Mentor here. Let's play hedges my bets a little bit. Because this way, this is a pretty good even if they have a way of dealing with Ugin. Because I get the Monastery Mentor off the board. So next turn I can Fumarole and go get a Crater Hoof. All 4 coming at Ugin, yep. So, opponent still needs something pretty good here. Geomancer is not going to do it. They need more toughness than that to not die. Oh, I could just draw Crater Hoof. It's actually a little awkward because now I can't Fumarole plus Crater Hoof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So I could think I'm gonna start with Natural Order for so I could Natural Order for Atarka to clear all of these little things out of the way, and then get in with a Fumarole, and I even have an Ugin. So let's try that, see if that works. So I'll go Natural Order for Atarka. I can go red, 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 blue to fire up the Fumarole. Natural Order for Atarka. And I think I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna kill all of these creatures, I think, and just deal 1 here. Yeah, we'll do that. And I say, okay. I guess I could have done 2 to the monk, maybe. Okay. So now let's fire up this Fumarole. And Ugin bop their face, and then Fumarole should be lethal. Cool. Okay. So, do we have any sideboarding that I want to do here? Nah, I'll just run it back. Just run it back. I mean, we've got, like... This deck is a bit of a mess, but it seems to be working. I don't know. I mean, I guess having Natural Order and Crater Hoof is generally just a pretty strong combination. And I do have, like, some outs to casting Crater Hoof. It's almost like we're playing a combo deck. Hand has all our mana. Kind of goes nowhere fast. Leaving Skydiver. I don't think we saw anything that was great to steal with the Skydiver. I think I'm going to keep this hand. I have a lot of action in the deck. Like, the deck is pretty light on acceleration and pretty heavy on action. So having a hand with an accelerant and a potential piece of interaction. Oh, I did see stuff with the Skydiver. This was the match where Skydiver was great, right? Because I stole the Stone Coil, and there was also the Hangerback Walker and an Oblivion Stone. So Skydiver is good. Yeah. Yep. Okay. That's some action. Little ways away from it, but that's okay. Okay. What would I like to draw here? More acceleration would be good. Natural order would be decent. Yeah, Gargaroth is pretty good. This is what I was talking about. Lots of action. Okay, get in there with the Fintorn Elves. Containment Priest. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, that plays. That's... I guess I could have played around that one. I don't know. You don't see Containment Priest all that often, though our deck, it is very good against our deck. Monastery Mentor. Okay. Well, I'm sweating a little bit here. This is, I mean, we don't really have any plays that can interact with what they have so far. I don't think I want to run out the Skydiver that just steals nothing just to be able to block the Containment Priest. That feels kind of bad. I guess I'll just Vista pass. Hopefully they play like a big Stone Coil next turn. That would be ideal. Just 4-mana Stone Coil Serpent. Also settle for a Hangerback Walker. Or an Oblivion Stone. Any of those would be fine. Oh no. Is this a Fallen Shinobi? Oh god. Oh, wait. Oh, that's brutal. Ninjutsu is templated such that it's not cast technically. So it got exiled by the Containment Priest. So my opponent could have attacked with the Priest and returned it, if they had known. Guess I'll just grab a Forest. Copter. Okay. Well, I think at this point I might just play the Copter and Thieving Skydiver. Well, I don't know. Skydiver... This only really keeps me... You know, I might just hang on to the Skydiver. Skydiver seems really good against my opponent. And I only miss out on, like, one block on this Containment Priest, so it's not terrible. Like, they get to attack me one time here. Okay. Mentor. Alright. Well, if they don't have a way of dealing with this, Elder Gargaroth is pretty beefy here. Not gonna attack with the copter because I want to be able to block. I don't want them to be able to get in for 4. I'd rather just keep it back on blocks. Looks like a removal spell. Unexpectedly absent. Yep. Okay. So, a little bit of regret for not having the Skydiver, but they also might have, like, it's possible they might have a artifact in hand that they're holding until they see our Skydiver. But having the Skydiver in play here would be pretty valuable. Yep, take a bunch. Ah, and see, they did. I was right. Okay. O-Stone's good. Makes another dork for them. Alright. Let's go ahead and play the Gargaroth again, I guess. Next turn, what is this, Murderous Rider? Okay, so we can animate our Smuggler's Copter. I think we might just be dead, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they got us dead. Okay. Round 3. Or, Game 3. Game 3. That was the word that I was looking for. Yeah, I think we just keep it how we have it. And keep in mind that they have a containment priest. Wow. Can't keep, but tempting. Tempting hand for sure. Yikes. I guess we keep this one. Bottom the Crater Hoof and hope we get there. If we draw a blue source, we're in business. If we draw a colorless or any other color, we can play the Yavimaya Elder. And that kind of is a slowly allows us to play Oko. Gosh, Elder's such a slow card. Like, I don't know. I feel like this card's probably past its prime in cube here. It's little awkward how long it takes to come online. You have to like play it and then crack it, and I don't know. It just takes a long time. Ooh, okay. Well, that's an Oko, so let's hope they don't have counter magic. Alright. Can you beat an Oko? Well, Ancestral Recall's a good start. This looks like a Murderous Rider. Yeah. Okay, they can beat an Oko. That's unfortunate. Well, on the plus side, we have Deranged Hermit plus Gaia's Cradle in our hand. So we can make a lot of mana eventually. Can't do it yet, but soon. Soon we can make a lot of mana. Garruk. Oof. Getting punished for this Gaia's Cradle here. Would have loved to play a Garruk this turn. That's okay. Yavimaya Elder is just fine. And once we get our Deranged Hermit going, Gaia's Cradle is so much mana. Okay, a Geomancer, yeah. That's decent. They probably grabbed the Hermit here. Could be Garruk. Yeah, they grabbed the Hermit. Just as I suspected. Okay. Ooh, Nissa. Nissa's decent. Gets me a land. Gaia's Cradle, Nissa. I think I just want a Garruk. Yeah. Think I'm just gonna Garruk this turn. Well, Nissa does allow me to hit a land and then crack the Elder next turn. Do I even want to crack the Elder with this Gaia's Cradle in play, though? I'm just going to Garruk. And I will just make a wolf. If they want to... if they want to send a snake at Garruk, that's fine. I actually wouldn't mind having a flipped Garruk. That's pretty good, because I can sack my Elder and go find, like, an Atarka or something. I could also consider blocking the snake with the Elder to get some more lands. It's also possible they might just not attack. It is a possibility. Yep, they choose not to attack. Okay, well, I got a lot of mana. So I could, like, I could make... I could fight, like, the Murderous Rider, maybe? Or even just the Aphiomancer actually wouldn't be bad. I want to be able to use the minus ability to go get a Craterhoof at some point here. Three, we're going to play Nissa. Go get a forest. Play our forest. I think I want to try to flip Garruk. What do I fight here? Probably just the Aphiomancer. Get these snakes on. Maybe it's Murderous Rider. Yeah, I think I'll fight the Murderous Rider. Thought process here is that Murderous Rider has good attacks against Garruk unless I'm able to double block it, and if they have like any removal, then I can't double block because I want to be able to block Yavimaya Elder on a snake and sacrifice it. Gonna pass here. Containment Priest. Okay. Uh-oh. Frost Titan. That's good. Frosty boy. Sure. I will Cradle. I'll just float the mana for now. Alright. Do I crack this Elder to draw a card? If I do, then they can kill my Garruk, which I don't like. So I think I don't. I'll just sack the food. Okay. Well, I don't mind trading the Elder here, I think. I think that's fine. Yeah. Grab land. So I don't have my Gaia's Cradle this turn. So could cash in the Garruk to find a creature. None of my creatures are too great against what they have, unfortunately. If I make a Dork, then they kind of have to tap it down if they attack with the Frost Titan. I think I do that. Make a wolf. Play a land. And say go. I can also animate the Raging Ravine if they attack with smaller creatures. Elspeth. Well, that's good. Elspeth jumping the Frost Titan is pretty potent. Okay, so that's going to be a 9/9. They killing the Garruk, probably? Yeah. And keep my Gaia's Cradle tap. Yep. Seems good. Okay. Yep. Well, we're in a bit of a spot. Nature's clinging the hanger back, but it doesn't really do anything. Arbor Elf. Yee. Alright, well, let's play Island. Get our Nissa. I think I want to just uptick it. A 4/4 just doesn't do too much against this board. I just want to try to find our big stuff. A Fyndhorn Elves, unfortunately, also doesn't do too much against this board. So they're going to be able to jump the Frost Titan. I think I'm just going to start playing to my outs here, put some creatures on the board, and hope that I draw a big thing. Craterhoof or Atarka. Those are the main two. Green Sun Zenith or Natural Order don't really do it because they have the Containment Priest. Oh, they're just going face? Okay. Well, I don't mind them going face, actually. Because if they're going to let us keep drawing cards with this Nissa, I'm not too unhappy about that at all. That just gives me more time to find my win conditions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Fauna Shaman. Okay. Well, let's draw a card. Harmonize. Okay. Can I play both of those? I think I can. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Harmonize. Green Suns does nothing, unfortunately. Wow, and I missed a creature, too. That was pretty unfortunate. Was really hoping to hit a creature there so that I could Fauna Shaman for a Craterhoof. Yeah. Our opponent might have to tap down our Fauna Shaman, because they don't know that we... Like, I think they don't know that we don't have a creature, and a Craterhoof could kill them, so they might have to tap it down, assuming that's the case. It's probably what I would do if I were them. I have a bunch of mana anyways. No, they're going for the Cradle. Okay. Well, this way, any creature is live. Any creature wins us the game here, I think. Barring Disruption. Not a creature. Come on. Hey! Okay. So, let's do the thing, shall we? Play a land. Gonna Fauna Shaman, pitching Gargroth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I think we still have enough. Go get a Craterhoof. And 7, 8. Craterhoof? Hoofya? Hoofy boy? This has got to be lethal, right? We got a bunch of creatures. These are all going to be like 8/8s or something. And this one even has Death Touch and Trample. Yeah. Okay, let's go to combat. And attack. Uh-oh. Yep. Okay. We can't interact with that, I don't think. Alright. If they had done that with the trigger on the stack, we would have gotten a little bit more. We're dead next turn, so we gotta just swing for the fences here and let math be for blockers. If they had done that with the Craterhoof trigger on the stack, there would have been one fewer creatures in play when it resolved. So, okay. Does this do it? I don't think it does. It's close. So this is 7 damage. Maybe it does, actually. No, they got a 2. Oof. Yep. Okay. They got it. Whew, close one. Well, that was a wild deck. Lots of fun draws with that one. Lots of excitement. Got to cast a lot of Craterhoofs and get a lot of Craterhoofs in play without casting them, which is even better. Thanks for joining me. I'm sure I'll have a few more Vintage Cube drafts before the season's out. As I record this, there's 5 days of Vintage Cubes left, so look forward to a few more of those, and I will catch you next time. Have a good one.